Meteorologist Dan Amaranti. Didn't bring my umbrella on my way into the station, but I have my raincoat.
Okay, that works.
Something, have a little protection.
This isn't any major, huge, crazy rainfall, but we are still seeing that rain out there this morning, and most of it's on the light to moderate side. So overall, just a showery morning, and it's going to stay that way for the rest of the day today, which is why our temperatures are going to stay on the cooler side. Today, only topping out in the low to mid 60s. I think we will dry it out a little bit as we go on through the afternoon, but the clouds are going to remain for a good chunk of the day. So that's why we're seeing those limited temperatures today. And then obviously it changes big time. It can't just get an average day in here. You got to go from way below average to way up above average, getting into the 90s by the weekend. Look at Saturday and Sunday into the mid 90s. Some towns could be up around 97, 98 degrees. So we're talking boy band kind of heat, 98 degrees. So yeah, it's going to be just brutal out there as we're going through the weekend with the heat and the humidity. Then by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll start to bump those numbers back down to seasonable levels as we finally cool it off a little bit. But yeah, we have a hot forecast here, especially as we go on through the weekend. Temperatures this morning are anything but hot. We're in the 50s out there. We went from 54 in Putnam up to 55 in Meriden, down to 51 in Torrington, 52 Waterbury, and it is raining all across the state. We've got wet roads, some mist, a little bit of drizzle, even where it's not particularly raining at that moment. So we got a little bit more moderate rain down to our south, a little bit more off to our west, and we'll see some of this rainfall throughout the morning hours. I think it'll start to taper off around maybe 8 or 9 o'clock, even as early as 8 or 9 o'clock across western Connecticut, but eastern Connecticut may hold on to some of the rain even into the 11 o'clock hour. By noontime, it's done across the state, and then we'll just see a lot of cloud cover hanging around with some clearing a little later on today. We may see enough clearing just to see some sunshine, maybe a little brief bit of sun before that sun goes down just after 8 o'clock. So overall, not too bad to finish up the day, but obviously this morning we're starting off with that rain. So temperatures getting into the low to mid 60s, not a particularly warm day. That sun coming up this morning in about 7 minutes and going down at around 8:08 this evening with partly cloudy skies tonight and temperatures into the 50s. So we will warm it up in the 7-day forecast, but we have that cool day today. This is what we have for tomorrow. Breaking out that sunshine, the humidity will start to slowly creep up as well during the day on Friday. And we do have the chance for possibly a little late shower or thunderstorm. We'll keep an eye on that, but it doesn't look like anything all that significant for your Friday. Then, of course, as I mentioned, the record heat potentially by the weekend, Saturday and Sunday into the mid to maybe upper 90s for many inland towns. Now, the shoreline will be cooler. You'll probably be in the 80-degree range. So don't go to the shoreline and expect temperatures to be 95 degrees at the beach. That's not going to be the case. That sea breeze this time of year can bring those numbers down significantly. But still, it's going to be hot everywhere. So I'm not saying it's going to be cold by any means. 93, 95, those are the records for this weekend in the Hartford area, and I think we could be tying or breaking those. The humidity will crank up, so it's going to be way up there with the heat index near 100 degrees. And in terms of the storm risk, anytime there's heat and humidity, you do have that chance for the instability in the atmosphere. I think we do have the chance for some late afternoon and evening storms on Sunday, with obviously a lot of heat to go around. Then for next week, as I showed you, it does cool off a little bit as we get back into the 70s. So overall, just a whole lot of heat in the 7-day forecast.